Well, thank you for waiting about a half hour for first pitch. We appreciate you being with us on this Sunday afternoon. Big crowd at the stadium. Star Wars Day. They're giving out Giancarlo Stanton bobbleheads.
Well, there are the numbers for Will Warren. 5.63 ERA. Just 24 innings in those 6 starts, making it a 7th start tonight.
Chandler Simpson acknowledges the fastest guy in baseball. 286, no homers.
Lined into center field. Grisham is right there, having played beautifully. 1 down. Swing and a miss on the change.
Well, good changeup from Warren. That's a pitch that he uses a lot to left-handed batters. He's only thrown 1 to a righty.
So the single, and now a follow-up walk, and it's 2 on and 2 out, and a chance now for Cameron Meisner.
And that's what hurt Warren against the Rays at Steinbrenner Field. Just self-inflicted wounds. Too many walks.
Strike 3 called. He took it right down the heart of the plate. So for Tampa Bay, they threaten and don't score in the first inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, 2 left.
Now taking the mound this afternoon for the Tampa Bay Rays, right-hander Taj Bradley making his 7th start of the season, looking for that 3rd win.
Grisham 1 for 5 in the series, hitting 286, 8 homers and 15 ribbies. And they have everybody dressed up as Star Wars characters on the scoreboard.
Way upstairs. Ball 4. This looked like it slipped out of his hand. And that brings up Aaron Judge. Best hitter on the planet, best hitter in the universe right now. Yesterday, 2 for 4. Hit a home run the first inning.
And a shot to center field. Simpson right there for it. About as high as it was deep. And Judge is out number 1.
Broken bat roller by Bradley right to the second baseman Lau. He'll take it to the bag himself and force out Grisham. And Taj Bradley, first time in 6 starts, he puts a 0 on the board in the first. Now Travis Jankowski.
Jankowski signed a minor league deal with the White Sox in March, then traded to the Rays last week.
And there's a base hit. Shot through the left side. Where Cabrera was way off third base. Peraza crowding the middle. And Jankowski got it in between the 2 of them. Runner goes. The pitch is a strike, and going in head first. A stolen base for Jankowski.
The Rays are now 11 for 11 this year against New York running the bases.
Fortvet takes high and away, ball 4, and the Rays have 2 on and 1 out in this second. And up steps Taylor Walls.
Ground ball towards short, deep short, bobbled by Peraza. And everybody's going to be safe, and that's going to be a fielder's choice and an error charge to Peraza.
Well, that's what happens when you don't have Anthony Volpe in there. They're missing their regular, going toward the hole. He had to play maybe at third or at second. He ended up with neither.
Jankowski at third base, Rortvedt at second, Walls at first. Only 1 out, no score.
And a ground ball right side. Reyes to second, 1 over to first, not in time. Crossing the plate is Jankowski. And the Rays do get a run, utilizing the speed of Simpson to avoid the potential double play.
He has hit into 6 double plays and about 1,100 at-bats in the minors. So run batted in for Chandler Simpson.
He goes. No, he didn't. He bluffed and a swing and a miss by Wow. That could have been a heck of a lot worse. That's the second time he's K'd. That's 3 Ks for Warren.
Rays with a couple of hits, both of them singles. Warren had to work hard the first couple of innings. He's already up over 40 pitches.
Jonathan Aranda drew the base on balls in the first. There's a high fly ball, well tagged, and that ball's got some carry, and that baby's gone. Home run into the bullpen. Well, he turned things around right there on the road, hitting his 5th home run of the season.
Jonathan Aranda into the Yankee bullpen. First home run for the Rays here in New York this series. Jonathan now tied for the team lead with 15 runs batted in as well. And the Rays have a 2-0 advantage on the long ball. Oh, it's already 5 hits for the Rays, but they haven't had a hit in these spots. Man in scoring position. They're 0 for 4 today in a 2 for 33 stretch over the last week.
Chandler Simpson, top of the lineup. A check swing, that's a foul ball. Catcher's interference, actually. Contact made.
He touched the bat of Simpson, so it'll be an error on Escara, and the bases are loaded now with 1 man out.
I mean, this is it. You couldn't ask for much more than bases loaded with Lau and Diaz coming up.
And a ground ball, base hit. Here comes Jankowski to score. Walsh heads to the plate. There will be no play there. And Brandon Lau comes through, driving in 2. The Rays build a 4-run lead.
Did not waste any time.
The Rays indeed extend their lead. Nice to see Brandon come through. It's a 4-0 Tampa Bay advantage.
Well, they'll have Simpson at second and Lau at first, with Yandy Diaz stepping into the batter's box. Ground ball toward the middle. That's gloved by Peraza, but no play to make. And here comes Simpson digging for the plate. He's in there head first. and the Rays get another run. So that's a base hit for Yandy Diaz, with Lau moving up to second, and Simpson coming home from second. Diaz will get a run batted in, and the Rays have a 5-run lead.
Boy, can he fly. And the Rays now up 5-0 with 3 runs here in the fourth. Nice start for Taj Bradley. Now you're hoping not only with a 5-0 lead, Andy, can he eat some innings? Ground ball chopped right back to him. He snares it on a hop. Bradley flips underhand to first. Dominguez retired. And there's 2 quick outs here in the fourth for Taj Bradley and the Rays.
On the ground to first. Aranda's going to take it by himself to step on the bag. 3 unassisted.
Taj Bradley has his first clean inning in the fourth. A big shutdown frame.
Warren has thrown 91 pitches in a game. That is his high. They're asking for more today because of the thinness of the Yankee bullpen.
And he does strike out Janikowski on the fastball.
Foul tipped into the glove of Escara. That's a strikeout. Strikeout number 7 for Will Warren. Strike 3 call. 8th strikeout. Back-to-back. In fact, 3 consecutive strikeouts now for Warren.
And here comes Aaron Boone.
Well, with Walls coming up, Boone's going to take the ball from Warren. Tyler Matzik will come on. So they get 4 2/3 out of Warren, and he did go 3 times through the lineup except for Walls.
And a high shot deep into left field. Dominguez going back to the wall, and it's going to be over his head, off the wall, and Walls winds up at second. Boy, for a moment, you had the feeling it might carry out, and once it got to the wall, Dominguez a little trouble figuring out exactly where that ball was going to be.
And up comes Chandler Simpson.
There's a ground ball off the bat of Simpson, and the play at first. He's going to be safe there, and over to third goes Walls. And how about the speed of Chandler Simpson beating out that ground ball?
Pretty routine ground ball out to end the inning for most hitters, but not Chandler Simpson.
And Brandon Lau against the lefty, and now a throw to first, and now back to third, and into second base goes Simpson.
And Goldschmidt, a Gold Glover at first, I think took the bait.
And now the Rays are 8 for 8 the last 2 days against the Yankees and 12 for 12 on the year.
Check swing, low ball 4, and the bases are loaded.
And now you get Yandy Diaz up there with a chance to blow this game wide open.
Hit the other way, trouble. And Belly's right there, though. Comes over to his left and makes a catch and prevents further damage. They leave him loaded. Taj Bradley has been outstanding, holding the Yankees scoreless in just 2 hits. And those 2 hits came in the third inning, Grisham and Peraza.
Ground ball and through for base hit. So Grisham 2 more hits as he leads off the 6th inning with a single.
Here comes the meat of the order for the Yankees. St. Judge can give these fans the $43,349 what they paid for.
Grounded to third. He's going to take the out at first as Grisham advances to second.
Belly today 0 for 2, fly to left and a ground out to second. 2-0 pitch.
High drive, right field, Meisner back, track, wall, see ya. A 2-run home run from Bellinger. It's his 200th career home run, and now it's 5-2 Rays.
Into the bleachers, Cody Bellinger lights this crowd up with a 2-run homer, and the Yankees are finally on the board. Here in the 6th inning, it's 5-2 Tampa Bay.
Home run number 200 on his career.
Congratulations on that front, and congratulations on the front that the Yankees are now on the board. 5-2 Tampa Bay. Here's Cookie Carrasco taking over on the mound.
On just a handful of pitches, the bases are loaded for the Rays with nobody out, leading 5-2.
Single walk, and the bases are loaded just that quickly.
They left the bases loaded in the 4th. They left the bases loaded in the 5th. They left 2-1 in the 6th. They're given this many opportunities. It is time to separate the game.
Aranda ground ball. That's going to go through into right. Walls will head to the plate, so the Rays get one of those runs back. The base hit, the run batted in. Aranda, boy, what a day he's had.
Perfect day continues for Jonathan Aranda. He's 3 for 3 with 3 runs batted in and 2 walks. And it's now a 7-2 Tampa Bay lead.
Mason Engler comes on, and Judge leads off. Judge has a 13-game hitting streak on the line, as well as a 29-game on-base streak. That one is driven into right center field. It's a base hit for Judge. It splits the outfielders, and it goes to the wall. Judge is going for 2, and he will make it. So a 14-game hitting streak and a 30-game on-base streak.
Yankees need base runners. Can't do it all by himself. That was a cutter that stayed up middle of the zone.
They put it and get whacked. The Judge, his 9th double. Taken down low. There you go, ball 4.
Judge on second, Bellinger on first, nobody out. Bottom of the 8th inning, Yankees down by 5, and here's Goldschmidt. Line drive into left field. That is going to be in there for a base hit. Judge rounds third. He's going to score. Stopping at second is Bellinger. It's an RBI single for Goldschmidt, his 17th ribby, and the Yankees are now down by 4.
Just such a smart hitter. Just took it where it was pitched, just waiting for it. Didn't try and do too much.
Edwin Urseda will get the call. He was in the game for a third of an inning yesterday.
Drilled deep to right field, giving chases Meisner. He can't make the play. He'll have to play it off the wall. The runners can only advance a base, and the bases are loaded, nobody out. A bullet single by Dominguez.
And Bellinger had to play it safely. He didn't know what was going to happen, so the bases are loaded for J.C. Escara.
Little number back to the mound. Uceda's got it. To home for one. On to first. Handled by Aranda. Double play. 1, 2, 3 it goes. And now there are 2 gone here in the 8th inning.
Third double play turn.
What a big pitch by Edwin. And the Rays are 1 pitch away now.
And that was really, really needed.
So now runners on second and third and 2 outs. And here is Yorbi Bibas looking for his first big league hit. This would be a good time for it. Line drive. It's his first big league hit. And it's a big one. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. Bibas with a 2-run single. And the Yankees have moved to within 2.
Bibas with his first big league knock. Now 7-5 here in the 8th, and what a good time for that base knock.
On a day where it looked it might be easy, the Rays led 5-0 and 7-2. They're trying to hold on and to give the ball to their closer. Here is Pete Fairbanks.
And a swing and miss, and Fairbanks with a big strikeout there to get the leadoff man.
And there's one. Now it's Aaron Judge, who doubled and scored to start their 3-run 8th inning. Check swing. He went strike 3. Rortvedt has to throw to first. Needs got it out number 2. So for a Rays team that had only struck out 1 Yankee through 8 innings, Pete has struck out back-to-back batters in the 9th.
They still got Bellinger and Goldschmidt coming up. They're not done until you get that 27th.
That strike 3 call. Ball game is over, and the Rays come to the Bronx. They win the last 2 and gain ground in the American League East. The Rays beat the Yankees by a final score of 7-5.